I am a huge fan of Stranger Things. In season 4, they came out with an awesome new character, Eddie Munson. I grew up in the 80s, so I could really relate to this person. And my daughter absolutely fell in love with this character. Well, recently, Hachiroku24 made a mock of the Master of Puppets scene. And it was awesome. I liked it so much I had to duplicate it myself. Using his instructions, this is what I came up with. I did a few minor modifications to his original design just because I felt it looked better having the vines come up and over the trailer. I replaced the ladder. I did some different work here on the covered porch because in the scene when they're playing the Master of Puppets on the roof of the building, they have a fence kind of going around this deck. And I didn't have the piece that he uses, so I modified it to fit my own needs. The other thing is the speakers that are on top of the roof while he's playing the song, I changed that out a bit as well. I like to use speakers that look like this because it reminds me more of the type of speakers that you saw a lot in the 80s. Changed a lot of other little things as well, but all in all, this is his mock creation with just a few minor tweaks by me, and I just love this build. My daughter, once she saw this video of this particular build, said, "Dad, can you please make this for me?" And of course, I had to make it because this build is going right to my daughter and going on the shelf in her bedroom because she is a huge fan of Eddie Munson. And I have to say, this is something that I would love to see Lego make a set out of, because this is just incredibly designed. It's a very simple design, a lot of very simple techniques, but the finished product is just amazing. Look at all that vine work, and then you've got all the boards covering the windows. And one of my favorite things about this is the shape of the trailer, because that is how a lot of the trailers looked back in the 80s, which is when this show is supposed to be taking place. They had these funky looking front and ends because they were trailers. They were meant to be pulled around behind a semi-truck to move from trailer park to trailer park. As far as the minifigures go, I used Dusty from the original Stranger Things set that Lego made a few years back. And then I created my own Eddie Munson using some parts from an older Indiana Jones set that I had. So if you're like me and you love this particular set, you love this series, and you want to build it for yourself, go check out Hachiro24, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, and you can build this amazing looking mock to put on display in your Lego City too.